welcome to Pat's Stats. Today is June 17th. The Mets, on this date since 2015, are 1-4. In 2015, they lost 8-0 at the Blue Jays. Jonathan Nice pitched for the Mets, and he didn't pitch too badly. 3 runs in 7 innings, but the bullpen later on in the 8th and 9th, or just the 8th really, they allowed 5 runs, and the Mets didn't score at all. And the Blue Jays shut out the Mets in dominating fashion, 8-0. In 2016, the Mets also have struggled offensively because they played the Braves on a Friday night at Citi Field. They only scored 1 run in that game. The Braves scored 5. Matt Harvey didn't pitch good, but he didn't pitch bad. It wasn't really a good start, and it certainly was not enough for the Mets to win that game. In 2017, they also lost 7-4 against the Nationals. Seth Lugo pitched for the Mets and didn't pitch too badly over 6 2/3 innings. And then again, the bullpen started to blow it a little bit later. Yoenis Cespedes did hit a home run for the Mets. That was a solo shot, and he did have 4 hits that game. But the Nationals scored too many runs for the Mets to overcome. 7-4 was that final. In 2018 came their only win, and it was one of their best wins of the year. It was only one of 5 wins they had that year in June. It came on a Sunday afternoon against the Diamondbacks at Chase Field in Arizona. It was a close game. Zach Wheeler, 2 runs in 6 innings. A pretty good start for him. But it was a close game until the 9th inning. The Mets were losing 3-2 going into that inning. But then Jose Bautista, yes, he played for the Mets. He hit a double down the right field line to make a 3-1 game a 3-2 game. Then Brandon Nimmo hit a 2-run homer deep to right field to give the Mets a 4-3 lead. Asdrubal Cabrera also followed up that home run with a solo home run of his own to make it a 5-3 lead, and the Mets would end up winning. In 2019, they lost 12-3. They played the Braves on a Monday night at SunTrust Park, and Zach Wheeler, he did not pitch too bad. He didn't pitch too well, but not bad, but just not enough for the Mets to win. 4 runs in 6 innings. Cano hit a home run for the Mets, but the Braves, they piled it on in the later innings against the bullpen. You start to see a theme in this in the last few days. The bullpen, not very good at all, especially in the month of June. So again, 1-4 on this date. So as we go through another day without an agreement between the players and the owners about a season this year, but there was a new proposal by the league/the owners. And if there's a new proposal, that means there's going to be a new schedule format. And if there's a new schedule format, that means Pat Stats will explain it to you. So let's go. This new proposal is for 60 games. So here's how it would work. 60 games starting on July 17th. This is my opinion on how it could work. There could be little differences here and there with the dates or the series or the off days, but this in general. Starting on July 17th and ending on September 27th when they were supposed to end. 21 series, 12 off days, and no doubleheaders. For the division, you have 12 games against each team. This is an example of the New York Mets. It's pretty simple. You have 2 3-game series at home against each team and 2 3-game series on the road against each team. Pretty simple format for this, but also the interleague, the geographical division opponent. So you have a 2-game series you have 2 2-game series against 2 teams from that division, and then 2 2-game series away against that division. And then for your rival, which we talked about a couple days ago, for the Mets, it's the Yankees. You know, but every team has a rival. Instead of 2, you have 4, 2 at home and 2 away. Interesting note about that: those are not 2 separate series. That is 1 series. So it'll probably be from like Monday to Thursday, and you have 2 at home and 2 away. There's no separation. So, do I think this has a possibility of being implemented? Yes, but the players might counter. They want more games. So the 60 game, it works pretty well with the schedule. If you go more than that, then you're either going to have to decrease the amount of off days, increase the amount of days the season takes place on. So either start it earlier, which could be tough, or make it go later, which also could be tough, or do double headers, which which we don't know about yet. And I just want you to know that everything that I've been saying about the schedule is nothing said by the league, or the players. We don't even know if it's going to be the geographical division yet, or just division. They could play the other countries. It's probable that it'll be like this, how we've been explaining it, but we just don't know right now. And this is the best we can do to explain the schedule, because I feel like I like explaining schedules, and they're fun to talk about sometimes. And yeah, so we hope that they can agree on something. It may not be this one, but if they have a new proposal or an agreement, we will be sure to explain that one to you. So that's all for Pat Stats today, and we'll see you tomorrow.